Now I'm going to take the Trijicon off of my Glock 20 here. And this is 10 millimeter. I'm going to put on my Glock 17 to Gen 6. Trijicon, if you don't know, is, if you don't know, one of the best sights you can get. One of the best red dots, pistol red dots. What I am ordering is a Holosun. I've never had a Holosun. I figured I'd give it a try. The whole Chinese thing kind of had me off put, but you know, apparently it's a good red dot. So we'll try the Holosun on the 10 millimeter. This is my bear gun. This is when I'm out in the Arizona high country, and they have mountain lions and bears up there. So I want a 10 millimeter for that. But I don't really carry it that much. I'll probably have this a lot more. So I'm going to put the Trijicon on that one. So let's start by clearing it. Alright, so now we'll do the whole stupid Glock old way again. Yeah, I got to pull the trigger. So we'll work on it like this. Alright, so we'll put all those parts over there. And we'll do the same with the new Glock 17, which is a lot easier. There you go. And we'll put these parts over here. Right. So you can see the size difference between the 10 millimeter and the 9 millimeter. Get my Trijicon little box out. So I got a lot of Trijicon sights. That's why I'm going with the Holosun. Figure out try something different. And these Allen wrenches they're actually star wrenches, so they should work. These might be two separate sizes, and yeah, one looks a little bit bigger than the other, so let's see. I want to be careful because you don't. Obviously, you don't want to strip these. That'd be super bad. My scanner in the background is Arizona DPS. Okay, so we got that plate. And sometimes these will fit right onto it. So I don't think I put Loctite. Nope, I did not. Good. Yeah, some people put Loctite on these. I don't. I just make sure that they're tight every now and then. I'd rather not put Loctite on it. Just at some point, in like 100 years, you do have to change the battery. So this should be a pretty quick gun thing to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go check my Glock case to see if it came with the plate. There's probably a plate I'm going to have to put on here. Here's the case it came with. So usually they, yep, it's right there. I was going to say usually they stuff it down in there. But it's sitting right there at the top. It's very good. Here's the battery there. Get those two together. Just gotta find the right one that will fit on top of there. It should look pretty much like the, and that's metal, so. And you wouldn't be able to take the G17 and put it on there because it's a wider. So yeah, so because because it has these things here, these are gonna fit right on. I believe that's the way it works. Gotta find one that's gonna fit on too. I think that's a match. Let's just check it, the last one here. Yeah, so this doesn't have those. So that fits right in there like that. It's plastic, but that should be fine. The main thing is that the frame itself is metal. I'm sure people are going to comment because everybody has their own way of doing things. But that's cool. Just trying to think about this. You know, I'm just making sure that the battery contacts make sense. So now this will fit right on like that. Make sure these things go down in there. Yep. And this plate, I'm going to leave that there because I'm curious. The hollow sun will probably just, because it's an RMR. So there are, yeah, see, that's good. So there's different cuts on these slides. And you have to make sure that the red dot that you're getting is the right cut for it. This is an RMR, a pretty standard cut. I believe it was engineered by Trijicon. And Hollow Sun, a lot of theirs are RMR. There's an RMR CC. What is it? RMS, I think, is another one. So my 43X Glock, I got an aftermarket Palmetto slide for that, and that's cut in RMS. I believe it's RMS. So I got a shield red dot for that. Pretty good red dot. Right, let me turn this on. Make sure it works. Come on. Alright, so I'm not seeing the red dot come on. Alright. I didn't know. I'm going to have to investigate that. Alright, does anybody want to guess what I did wrong? It should be pretty easy. If you guess that I put the battery in upside down, you would be 100% correct. Yeah, so make sure you put the battery in right. And another reason why you don't want to use Loctite. But pretty straightforward, simple job here. And what you want to do is when you tighten these down, you want to go back and forth. You don't want to tighten one down too much without the other one, and then when they're pretty tight, then you put your little last. Definitely don't want to strip it, so be careful. Also, don't try to use an Allen wrench or something that's close enough, because sometimes people use things that are close enough and you'll strip it, and that will be a serious problem. All right, so let's turn the sight on. Alright, we got the red dot. Let me see if I can brighten it up so maybe the camera. Yeah, so I don't know if the camera can see it or not. You see that red dot in there? It's kind of hard to look through the camera and also tell. But so it's good. Good to go. All right. Nice. Take that to the range this weekend. We'll put some rounds through it. Make sure it's nice and sighted in. So far, whenever I've done these Trijicons, they take very little zero wing. They're pretty good. As long as you got a good quality pistol that you're putting it on as well. So I'm sure that makes a difference. Is that plastic? This is. Oh, what did I, so silly, what did I do there? I went sideways, look. I didn't put it on the other track. Now what do I do? I'll pull that down and try it again. I'm in a rush. Slow down. Zen. Zen. Ah, such an, I do really like this. Really like this Glock 17. Yeah, and you can kind of tell when you look through your sights if the red dot is lined up with your regular sights. It's a pretty good sign. And if I go down, yeah. This thing's not going to need a lot of adjustment. I can already tell. All right, let's put together our Glock 20. This 10 millimeter. Nope. What am I doing? What am I doing, Ray? You're so silly. I'm trying to do it so the camera angle. So it's a little hard. Right, so there you go. The transferring from the Glock 20 10 millimeter to the Glock 17 9 millimeter, the new Gen 6 with the Trijicon sight. And when we get the hollow sun in, I'll do a video on putting the hollow sun on the Glock 20. Cheers.